Hello guys, welcome back to Sync in English. And in personality, last class we discussed about biological factors. So biological factors as in body build, physical attractiveness, homeostasis, physical defects, health conditions, etc. Today we'll try to cover about psychological factors. So what are psychological factors that for that matter? So these psychological factors tend to determine the development of personality, just like biological factors, among which we have different type of factors which actually determine the personality with respect to psychological aspects. One is intellectual determinants or intellectual aspects. So these are the one of the important factors which influence the development of personality, where researchers also view this as an intellectual capacities to influence personality through various kinds of adjustments in life and indirectly through the judgments other persons make of the individual on the basis of the person's intellectual achievements and other aspects of intelligence. So here, how exactly the other person is viewed based upon the intellectual abilities as well as the judgments that the other person has would be determined by the intellectual determinants. And there are several studies and testimonies which brings the fact that men and women are generally introspective and thoughtful, creative, adventurous, and have strong concern with problems, meanings, and values. So these are the intellectual determinants which actually, we talk about the personality. However, having very superior intelligence affects personality development as well. So because such certain types of unfavorable conditions would be, shooting up, and special problems which are not encountered by those persons who are merely bright. So if you see that this superior intelligence has certain unfavorability as well, where certain situations may not be, we may not be encountering, though we are very much intelligent. So these are the loops of this, being intelligent and intellectual. So evidences also proved support to the fact that intellectual capacities also influence development of values, morality, and human. So as a whole, even the intellectual aspects also shape the human values and morality and human in the context. So what are emotional determinants for that matter? So here, emotional determinants So what are emotional determinants? So when we talk about emotional determinants, these are the other important factors which actually shape the development of the personality, where emotions are considered very much important for the personality determinants, because they affect the personal and social adjustment. So that's where the researchers come and into the picture and shown that several aspects of emotions like dominant emotions, emotional balance, emotional deprivation, affection and love, emotion expressions, and emotional catharsis and emotional stress directly or indirectly affect the development of the personality. So these are the certain aspects of the emotional determinants. And when it comes to the next aspect, that is self-disclosure. The self-disclosure is considered basic to mental health, and such disclosure helps to bring about a healthy personality pattern which is guaranteed for socially desirable and favorable reactions from others. So when we disclose ourselves, in front of others, though it is a favorable outcome that we can express, And even emotional stress expressed in the form of anxiety, frustration, jealousy, envy also affect the development of the personality. So, for example, if the person may resort to overeating and using drugs to dull the intense feeling of insecurity caused by the emotional stress. So if there is no proper self-disclosure, there are negative coping mechanisms that would come into the picture. So even research has been reported that women who experience greater degree of emotional stress during menstrual period are found to develop depressive tendencies. So this is about the self-disclosure. Disclosure. When it comes to aspirations and achievements, so even aspirations and achievements also shape the personality, the development of personality. And here aspiration means, longing for or striving for something higher than one present status. So for example, if presently I'm a psychology student, so I aspire to become a therapist, and then I aspire to become a professor, and then so there are certain higher than one present status. So that's me. That is here the aspiration. Thus, aspirations are ego-involved goals that persons set for themselves also. So that is one more sort of explanation here. The more ego involved the aspirations, or the more will be the impact upon the behavior, and therefore greater will be the impact upon the even personality. So what are our aspirations and what are our aspiration also greatly shape our personality. So there are many maybe various forms of aspirations, such as positive aspirations, negative aspirations, realistic aspirations, unrealistic aspirations, and remote aspirations, or immediate aspirations, or there are different types of aspirations where the motivation is very important for this various aspirations. So when we talk about achievements, especially the achievements, there are other, where these achievements also shape the development of personality, where these achievements can be actually evaluated objectively by comparing one's performance with those of one's peers, and subjectively. So here, either we are comparing objectively or subjectively once with peers. So by comparison, comparing the person's achievement with the level of aspiration. So we'll be comparing with the achievements with the level of aspiration. So what they aspire and what they achieve, etc. So success and failures are two different attitudes of the persons towards achievement. So how we see achievement, either success or failure, these are the two attitudes that we can actually see. And if the person is pleased with own achievement, the achievement will be considered as success. So if it is not pleased and it is, not, however, when the negative outcome is there, so the person sees this as a failure. And the favorable impact will be there upon the self-concept also, if the outcome is positive and success. So this way, the personality is being affected, or development of personality is affected, based upon different determinants. So here we have talked about achievements, aspirations, we talk about self-disclosure, and we talk about emotional determinants and intellectual determinants. So these are one of the determinants which actually determine, or which has an impact upon the personality development, or the development of personality here, especially with respect to psychological factors. And in the next video, we'll try to discuss about environmental factors which actually shape the personality. And we have different aspects of environmental factors, wherein which we talk about family, and we talk about birth order, and we talk about role of teachers, and sibling relationships, etc. Within this, and especially even the culture. So cultural setting, social deprivation, cultural setting, we'll be talking within the environmental factors. So thank you for watching, and wait for the next uh, next coming aspect. Thank you for watching. Please do share among your peers. Thank you.